you guys, it is time for another edition of Camp Live. So let's fire up the grill as our coast to coast hometown barbecue. It takes us to Olathe, Kansas, where food sport ambassador Eric Harland shows us how to make, it sounds amazing, peach bourbon baby back ribs. What?
Oh,
Hello, Eric. Welcome.
Yes.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey Ryan, I heard that you like ribs. So again, I made some of the best.
I live for ribs.
You live for ribs.
I love
Well,
them
see,
so much. Yeah.
Well, Kansas City. So I mean, again, we make the best barbecue this side of the Mississippi. So again, I have a treat for you today: peach bourbon baby back ribs. I mean, I like ribs in general, but baby backs.
Was this?
It just sounded
was this
good.
your
Just wrote
idea?
off the tongue.
Was this your idea? An original?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's I wouldn't say it's an original, but again, I'm in food sport, so it's one of those things where I like to do anything you can with flavor when it comes to any type of protein, any type of meat, steak, whatever. And again, since peaches are in season, why not use peaches and my favorite thing, bourbon, add them together, make a sauce, make some, put it all together. And again, you got peach baby bourbon back ribs. It all rolls off the tongue perfectly.
Of course. All right, so let's start putting it together. Where do we start?
Yes.
Well, the first thing you want to do, again, you can always use any type of ribs that you want, but I chose baby backs. And the most important thing is you want to really find a good piece of meat, but make sure you take the membrane off the back. That's the most important thing when it comes to ribs. Nothing can penetrate the ribs itself, the seasoning or the smoke. So that's the most important thing. Then the second thing you want to do, and again, I know you guys have the recipe, but you want to brine them. Again, you want to retain that moisture. And so basically, I have some right here already pre-brined, but you want to use something simple like orange juice, ginger ale, sugar, some salt, and also I follow Meyer Mixon's, his notation is putting some ranch dressing in there, a ranch packet of ranch seasoning, and some Worcestershire sauce. So basically, that's what you want to do. It's always best to go overnight if you can, but again, it's all dependent on the size of the ribs that you have. And so once it's brined up, I mean, I like to go overnight. You just want to rub. You want to actually add your rub to it. And again, everybody has their own special rub or their special ingredients that they want to put. Just pick your favorite rub. That's all you want to do. You want to coat it really, really well, and just put it all on there and season it. And you don't want to push it away. You just want to pat it down in there. And still, you want to let that sit for as long as you possibly can, maybe 4 or 5 hours or so before you actually put it on the grill.
So what's in the rub?
See, again, I make up all kinds of things. Why reinvent the wheel? I'll take somebody's rub and mix it together, whatever I have left over. Just go into hey, we're in COVID right now. Just go in the pantry, find what's in there, mix it all together, and that's my rub. So I don't have time to really, there's so many good people out there that make things. I use it and complement each other, mix it together, and that's my science piece here. But again, a lot of sugar, some paprika, some salt and pepper, but anything, just whatever you have in your cabinet.
My pregnancy cravings are like, my mouth is like, Adam, can we get some of the peach bourbon baby back ribs for breakfast, please?
You can eat them at any time, at breakfast, lunch, or dinner. That's really what you want.
And the sauce is so key. Let's take a break and come back and learn about the peach bourbon sauce right after this. Cravings, bring them on. All right, Eric Harland in Kansas. So we're up to the peach bourbon sauce. I mean, please show us every forensic detail of this.
Well, because here's the thing. Peaches are in season. I mean, hey, they're perfect right now.
I got some I have some white peaches right now.
And you can use that too. I, chose some good southern peaches, fresh. I let them sit for maybe a couple of days just so I get enough little softness in there too as well. But again, they're sweet. That's the thing. And that's what you're looking for in the barbecue sauce itself. So now on the sauce piece, really, you can make your own sauce. And again, I do. I'll add in some apple cider vinegar. It's a ketchup base. Now, being in Kansas City, we like sweet. So it's a lot of brown sugar, a little bit of liquid smoke in there too as well. But you want to put in these peaches. You want to puree it a little bit, put it all in the blender, and you want to cook it out. Now, the bourbon piece, once all that's together, add the bourbon, but it's important that you take the bourbon and you have to cook it out. I mean, if we're going to, drink responsibly, we want to eat responsibly as well. So let's get the bourbon out of the sauce. But it leaves that essence of that bourbon flavor in there with the peach and the sweetness, and it just makes for a perfect barbecue sauce. I mean, that's the key to the peach bourbon back ribs. So with the simplest way though. Now here's the thing, because again, you'll see a recipe, but sometimes people just don't have time to go through all those steps and do everything. So basically, pick your favorite sweet barbecue sauce. Okay, that's one. Then go get some peach preserves. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let me put this in here. Your favorite sweet barbecue sauce. Add in some peach preserves. You get that at any store.
Yes.
And then you want to heat it up. Let it heat up for maybe about 2 or 3 minutes until it starts to bubble. And then this is the magic right here. This is this wakes everybody up. You just want to pour some of the bourbon in there. Not all of it. Or the more the better. It depends on what you like.
A little more, just a little more. Just
add a little more.
Depends on what you like.
Why not?
So
wake us up.
Just get it going for about maybe 15, 20 minutes. Let it simmer. And then once it's done, basically the sugars in the peach preserves, the peaches that are still in there, it's going to break down a little bit. And then all you want to do is just simply, you're done. So that's the simple, quick way of doing that. And basically just brush it right onto your finished ribs. Okay. And then technically that is it, guys. I mean, there's nothing else to it.
How often do you baste? How often do you baste it?
Well, it depends on what I'm trying to do here, because again, sometimes I won't let it baste. I'll just let it cook. You can tell by the doneness on baby backs when they basically lift. You could pull in the middle, and the edge of the ribs still keep themselves on the grate, and it kind of breaks in the middle. That's when you can kind of tell if they're done or not. But the most important thing is always temp. So basically, I'll smoke them or cook them on the grill at 250. And again, this is something that you cannot do quickly if you're having guests over. You want to do this. Plan ahead, because it took me about 6 hours just to do this. So it's nothing quick, but that's the key to great barbecue. And again, this is Kansas City, and we invented barbecue. So we know how to cook barbecue. And so it's slow and low. Go ahead.
So we should taste it. I'm sure you sent some over to the house here, right?
Yeah, I would.
Do we have some to taste as well? Did some arrive overnight?
Yes.
See, here's the thing too. In Kansas City, we have a thing that we do. We use simple white loaf of white bread and pickles. And again, I added the peaches in there as well to it. But this is Kansas City style. It's traditional. Again, what makes this dish pop itself is the peach bourbon sauce on the ribs. Oh. Look at you with your hands up. Girl, look at that.
It could get better. You added pickles. I'm done for. I'm done.
That's Kansas City. We have to add pickles. If you've ever been out here, go to any barbecue place, we're adding pickles. So that's
I'm driving
Kansas City.
now. I'm driving to you.
Come on down there.
It looks so good. Great idea. The recipe is on our website, kellyandryan.com. Yes, sir.
Now, here's the other thing you do. We played it this way, but you can also plate it. You heard of chicken and waffles? There's rib and waffles. Put it on waffles. You can put it on bread or just eat it as it is. But again, I wanted to try the waffle. Look at your hands went up. So chicken and waffles, rib and waffles. But again, there you have it, guys. That's it, right there.
Great job. Looks delicious. Thank you so much for coming on this morning. Good to see you.
Thank you, Eric. You guys have a good one.
Eric, you too. I want to. Normally in the studio, we get to taste it.
I know. I'm devastated. And I've done like healthy ones for you before, which are great. But like, can we just, this would have been, and my mouth, I can't.